We're back on King Arthur with one of my favorite heroes in the game, and it's an uncommon. That would be a rare in other games, and this guy is overpowered. I used him in the first beta. They didn't change him. He is excellent to use. I've got him up to level 40. These are much easier to level up than they are legendary heroes. We need those orbs we get from the fire Gorgos, the fire monkey. That one that we fight, we need those orbs, and we're in there fighting all the time for that to level up our heroes from level 10 to 20 to 30 to 40. But this guy's amazing. So we're going to talk about Aaron. We're also going to talk about going through the adventure mode to level up your account faster and to get stronger. Because this right here is based off of your account power of your heroes, leveling up your heroes, and leveling your relics. And if you're not past chapter 4, you can't level relics yet. That's why you want to keep going through the story mode as quickly as possible and as much as possible to unlock things in Camelot. Once you make it through, you'll start unlocking more and more things to work on in your main Camelot. So we got to get past chapter 4. And then once we unlock relics, you can basically level up your weapons. So I'm going to show you right now, and I'm going to show you Aaron. He is a beast if you're not using him. Really easy to level up and very, very strong for your team. So 50% chance when hit to increase my attack gauge of the whole entire team, well, the other allies, but he gets 60% less turn meter. That's fine. We don't need this guy attacking all the time. He attacks plenty, especially with his counter attack. I had to record everything. We still can't play this game on an emulator, and we can't play it on Steam yet, so I have to just record footage on my tablet, put it over here, and just talk over it. It's kind of a nightmare, but we'll get through it. Hopefully we can play on BlueStacks or LD Player or something soon. This is the counterattack. 70% chance once we get this booked up to counterattack. It's 50 right now. So whenever anybody gets hit, bosses are always doing AoE. We're getting hit all the time. So this guy comes in and whacks. His basic ability that he comes in on, the first ability, is a 2-hit ability, which is really important because later we're going to face off against bosses who have shields, and you have to hit them a certain number of times to take them down. So whenever he counterattacks like this, it adds up to a lot. 3 hits, 3 vigor cost. It does this shared damage to all your allies for 3 turns once we get this skilled up. It's only 2 turns right now, but that's plenty. So anybody who's being hit by single target damage, it's going to spread that damage out among all your guys. Really strong if you have a healer on your team. I'm running around with Aaron, Kay, Arthur, of course, and then I'll sub in a healer if I need to. I'll sub in more damage for dots if I need to on bosses. Get those dots up, those damage over time up on them. It just depends on what's going on, but I'll bring him in for this shared damage if there's a lot of single target damage. If the boss is always doing AoE damage, then we don't need to do this ability, right? It's not going to play, but this is really strong. And there's a lot of other heroes that are higher rarity than this one that have this as their like 5 vigor cost, but this guy's got it as a 3 vigor cost, and he's got counterattack, plus he can increase our turn meter. His third ability does an AoE on everyone, hits them 2 times, and then does decrease attack of 10%, decrease attack 1. So his third ability is okay as well, especially if you're really putting a lot of resources and making him strong. You can do AoE damage with him. It will work, but I don't do his third ability that often. Here it is, 70% chance to attack decrease 1 for 4 turns. I mean, 4 turns is a long time. So if you do pop this on the enemies, it's going to help you out. A little bit less damage you're taking. All right, let's go ahead and play this video so we can see Aaron, Aaron, come in and counterattack. And it's very, very often. Boom. Hit those 2 hits. 290 damage total for that. So pretty damn good. Here we're going to fight this bear. This is the bear we're going to unlock to do the relics I was talking about earlier. If you haven't pushed through the chapters, you got to push through them. And to really make it effective to get through, all you have to do is kill the named person. This is the named boss. Like, this is the person that we kind of talked to when we went into this battle. It's the center person when we're fighting. All you have to do is kill her, and the encounter will end, and you can keep going through story mode. We're going to fight Morgan in just a minute. I'm going to show you the same exact thing. We're going to go straight for Morgan. So save up all your damage, save up all your moves, and just hit that main person so you can just make it through story mode, because once you get through all of chapter 4, which really isn't that hard. I just went through chapter 1, 2, 3. We kept unlocking things in Camelot. I went to fight Gorgos, you know, a moderate amount of time, not too crazy. I didn't farm the dragon for gear too much. just doing my quests. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we can follow to do the quests where it tells us to go fight, tells us to level up something. None of those quests are retroactive, so wait for it to tell you to do it. If it tells you to level up a legendary and you've got one in mind, do it when it says during all those quests. So here we're fighting Morgan. There was a wave before her that I cut out. We're just gonna go straight for her. We always go straight for the boss so you can make it through this, and it will get you through. Even if we 1-star it, it doesn't matter. We're trying to beat it so that way when we go into Camelot, we'll unlock the ability to level up our relics, which are the weapons, the affinity weapons. So I'm gonna bounce past this really quick. And we've got shared damage up. So it's spreading out the damage on everybody. You can see shared damage pop up there. It is really strong. Aaron is a really strong hero. So we had to beat her twice. She comes back to life. We knocked her down. And now we're going over to the castle. And the castle is gonna unlock the ability for us to level up all of our weapons. And you have to level them up separately. So if I want to level up the fire weapon on Arthur, then I just take that weapon. I take it. It's a 1-star right now, just like, you know, heroes are 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. Really easy to level these up though. It doesn't take a lot of resources. It's pretty quick and it adds a lot of attack, HP, and defense to our heroes. Okay, we're collecting. This is it. This is the forge that we unlock. And this will let us, you know, the little fire dude, Caliban, the dragon, he'll tell us what to do here. So you pick which weapon you want to level up. You're going to go ahead and get these resources. You got a new dungeon that opens up. That's where you're going to get all these resources from. You take this from a 1-star to a 2-star to a 3-star. You can see the amount of attack, defense, and HP we get down there at the bottom. And don't forget, as we're leveling those up and we're leveling our heroes up, we're going to get more overall account-wide attack, defense, and HP from what we saw earlier. From when you click on your name, kind of where I would be right now, on your avatar, and you go in there and tell it to go. So this is just us fighting the new bear that unlocks. And this bear, get decreased defense up on him, get heal block when he hibernates. You got to get that heal block up. It's really going to help your team. But right now, it's the early stages, so I just did a few of these just so I could get them done and show you me leveling up some weapons and how it increases. Look at Aaron. Look at Aaron, go, man, getting that damage in. He's getting that damage in because he's doing his second ability, but it's also, you know, it's a 3-hit second ability, but it's also putting up that shared damage, which is strong. Him actually doing damage and then sharing damage and then counterattacking when our allies are hit. I love that guy. This guy has been so good. And it's, again, easy, really easy to level him up. Okay, I think I went through here and recorded it so I could come over here. Now, you don't have to come into this actual area. You can just go to your heroes and you'll be able to level this up. So just doing a few fights, we've got a whole bunch of common, relic, breath. Get that breath in there. And this is going to give us this much more attack, defense, and HP. You can see it goes up to 229 and all the way up. Now, within there, we also got another resource while fighting that same bear. This one. The little coconut, I don't know. So that brought it up to a 2-star, to a 3-star, and so on. We're going to level this up a little bit further. And it's good. It's good not to get caught up, is what I'm saying, on just trying to work with the lower levels. You get caught up on doing like the dungeons as they unfold, and you feel like you really need to power through those dungeons. Don't get stuck worrying about those dungeons unless you just feel super weak. Make sure that you do a little bit of that to level up your heroes. The fire monkey, Gorgos, do a little bit of him to get your guys up to, 2-star, 3-star. And if you get really stuck going through story mode, then focus on a whole bunch of the activities they give you to do, all the quests they want you to follow, all that other stuff to do. Follow that to get stronger, to get more resources, but really just leveling up your heroes, slapping some gear on them, whatever you have for helms, chest, all that kind of stuff. Don't try to focus too much. I've leveled up nothing on my heroes as far as gear goes. I've done, I think, one up to 1 and another one up to +3 because it told me to on some of the quests. And that's it. I haven't focused on that at all because I don't have a lot of gear to actually salvage, although it's given me a lot of salvage materials, but I just haven't focused on that. So I don't have strong gear on. I've just been using what they've been giving me, and I just went straight through to 3 into 4. And then once I got to 4 now I'm able to go to Gorgos, get those orbs so I can get to, my heroes to level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then now I'm able to fight that white bear so that I can get my weapons up. And you can't retcon any of this stuff, right? You can't reset any of this stuff. So if I'm leveling up a weapon for Aaron here, to make it stronger, I can't get those resources back. So you do want to kind of be a little bit picky on who you level up and what you use them on, but it's always a safe bet. I like Kay because of the dots on her second ability is why I use Kay. If you're lucky enough to get Anguish or Rouser, I think your name is, to get those dots up. Damage over time. There's a lot of different damage over time in this game, and there's some crazy legendaries. We'll talk all about the heroes later. I've been able to mirror my tablet to the computer, but it's so bad. It's over the Wi-Fi and the lag is so bad. It's really blurry, but we need to do that and talk about the heroes. We need to talk about the legendaries because there's some real broken legendaries in this game. We need to talk about more uncommons that are awesome, and then some of the rares, which are epics in other games, because I've almost got all of them, I think now. Maybe I'm missing like 4 or 5, but I've got a lot of them, and there's some really good ones in there. I got this really cool healer, which you saw her play here. Anyways, guys, Aaron is a beast. Make sure you're going through story mode. Make sure you're leveling up your relics, level up your guys. We'll talk more about all of this. Let me know down below where you're hung up, what you need help with, what videos you want more about. Reroll guide. I would love to bring you out a reroll guide, but I can't log into an emulator. I can't log into anything. I'm scared as hell to try to log out into a new account on this tablet. So I'm going to try to get on another one and see if I can do it. So let me know what your thoughts are on the game so far, guys. Where are you being held up? Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.